One of Hollywood's biggest moguls gave up that life a few years ago to help the poorest children in Cambodia. A Utah couple, Latter-day Saint missionaries serving there, stepped forward to help him. Carol Makita joins us with the story of their unique partnership. Carol.
Bruce, while Scott Neeson was still a film studio executive, he traveled to Phnom Penh, Cambodia, was affected by the poverty and abuse, and then created the Cambodian Children's Fund. Mike and Kathy Johnson were serving in that city a few years later to help organizations like Neeson's. They came together. Freelance producer-photographer Trent Harris traveled there last month to help us bring you this story.
Hey.
Scott Neeson walks through the slums in Cambodia's capital city collecting children. They live in a garbage dump. Born in Edinburgh, raised in Australia, the now American citizen has spent the last 5 years rescuing hundreds of them, building the schools where they now learn. But it's a far cry from this. Neeson spent 10 years at 20th Century Fox, eventually becoming president of International Releases, managing Hollywood successes Titanic, Braveheart, X-Men, and the new Star Wars trilogy. He then went to Sony Pictures. Life in Hollywood was good.
You're a rich man.
I was very wealthy, yes. I had a very good salary there, very nice house in Brentwood. I was doing very nicely, yes.
Not so much now?
Not so much now, no.
2003, Neeson traveled here for several weeks. It changed his life. 1 year later, he sold the mansion, the luxury cars, everything, and moved to Cambodia.
It feels like something I was meant to do.
He started the Cambodian Children's Fund with the school. Now there are 3 others. Then vocational training. That's when he sent an email to other humanitarian organizations in country for help.
The Latter-day Saints in Cambodia, it was Elder Johnson back then. He worked very hard for us. He actually got us the Star Bakery oven, and then they followed up with facilitating the flour, the nutrient enhancer, got all the extras, the accessories, utensils for us, and they stayed with us for the whole thing. They really pulled it together for us.
Mike and Kathy Johnson of West Jordan served as country directors for Latter-day Saint humanitarian work in Cambodia. Scott Neeson took them to the garbage dump. Besides the equipment, the Johnsons helped find workers for his Star Bakery.
Half the staff became returned missionaries. He had to fire some staff because they weren't the role models that he wanted for his children. And so when we found that out, we said, well, we know some people.
Neeson's vision for the children includes helping their mothers develop skills.
That was kind of the first thing that we did with Scott, was we donated those 10 sewing machines. In fact, those are on the upper floor of the bakery.
Neeson had not known anything about the faith and was impressed with the missionaries' business knowledge.
It was very pragmatic, it was very well thought out, and the implementation was impeccable. It was a real surprise, real surprise. I know now, of course, that it's very much part of Latter-day Saints.
They have needs and feelings and dreams and hopes, just like anybody else.
Neeson says the vocational facility is now producing 175 nutrient-enhanced loaves every day. More than a dozen young people have found jobs in a commercial bakery or restaurant. And from the restaurant training course, another 20 have found work. He began with a goal of helping 45 children. Now there are 496.
You see the magic, the resilience in these kids. It goes beyond any kind of rational explanation. They come out of the worst backgrounds and they're just so full of joy.
Neeson says the human condition, in all its degradation, exists here, but there is help.
You give someone dignity, respect and hope, and they will change. They can do anything.
Scott Neeson says he would like to take the Cambodian model to other countries: Myanmar, the Philippines, Indonesia. Mike and Kathy Johnson are now missionaries at the Family History Library. If you would like more information on the Cambodian Children's Fund, there's a link on our website at ksl.com. Bruce?
Powerful story, Carol. Thank you.